I'm still stuck in limbo. Limbo's not a fun place to be in. There's nothing. There's like nothing. There's only background noise, but you only see people like in ghost form. It's very actually very creepy. Like you're in the phantom zone. You're stuck in the phantom zone, but everyone else is a ghost, and except you. It's very weird. It's very creepy. But I have decided to get out of this somehow. I don't know how. I figured out a plan. I have the willpower to figure out a plan. Because Macabro didn't count or didn't remember that I have the powering of willpower. So that's my ticket out of here. All I have to do is collect the emotional spectrum, and I'm out of here. I can open a doorway to the beyond and get back to my family and my channel and my stuff. Because everything is here, but it's also not here. It's very weird. It's very weird. But I'm thinking what other spectrum I can get, and as I'm stuck in limbo, I can only think about my family and seeing everyone back. Because way back when, I was an awkward kind of person. I wasn't very social. I wanted to be social, but somehow I didn't feel I had it in me. I mean, I would try to talk to someone, but then I would get really nervous, and I wouldn't socialize as much as I wanted. I really only started getting out of my shell on, here in Mexico, our educational system is a little different, but in preparatoria, which would be high school, I guess, for my American friends. Because before that, because I was really shy and kind of a nerdy kind of guy. I'm kind of a nerdy kind of guy. I was bullied. I was bullied a lot, and that I'm not gonna lie, that kind of messed me up quite a bit. But when I started high school, I wanted to get out of my shell, so I kind of fought against myself because my instinct was to not want to socialize, but I had to fight against that because I didn't want to be me anymore. I wanted to be me, but I also wanted to be accepted. So what I did is that I wouldn't say I forced myself, but I did try to be more social with people, and that worked for the most part. I consider myself a very giving guy, but sometimes that would lead people to take advantage of me. But that's not the point. The point is that at least I put myself out there, and but I was always still very the awkward kind of guy, and which also kind of affected my love life. I wasn't very popular with the ladies. Because same thing. Best advice I can give anyone that wants to start dating is you gotta be confident. If you're not confident, you're gonna project that. You're gonna project that, and women are very, very peculiar in that they sense that. Something I've always wondered is why women don't like the nice guys, but always go for the bad boys, the people that are just assholes and will always treat them wrong. And it's because that kind of people is confident. They know they're assholes, but they know that they could still get what they want. And you can make an argument, or that shouldn't be the way that it goes. And it's also been my experience that as people get older, they don't make the mistakes they did when they were younger. So everyone always goes for the asshole, but then they end up staying with the nice guy eventually. But best advice is I can always give someone that asks me any sort of advice on dating is be confident. Be confident. Put yourself out there. Like I mentioned, time is weird in limbo, but like I mentioned before, you have to evolve. You have to evolve or die. And if you want to be with someone, you have to feel confident. Or like if you want to work on sales, you have to fake it till you make it. But I'm not saying that you should fake being something you're not. Be who you are. And that's what I did with my girlfriend, who's now my wife. I was confident. I decided that I was going to be me,
that I wasn't going to hide what I like, that I wasn't going to hide because I was so worried people would not like me that I would hide the fact that I like comic books or movies or collecting movies or video games. I would omit that part until people would get to know me better, and then once I felt I could trust these people, then I, you know, would share a little bit more of me with them. And sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But with my wife, when I started going out with her, that's what I decided to do. I decided to, be completely open with what I like. I like comic books. I love reading comic books and books. I love movies. I love going to the movie theater. I love owning movies. I love watching special features of the movies. I love seeing how movies are made. I love playing video games. They relax me, and even though I sometimes end up screaming to the top of my lungs,
At the video game, it helps me to not be all stressed out and go on a murderous rampage. Because video games don't incite violence. They actually do help people learn how to manage their anger instead of always, not doing it and then going batshit crazy. But that's a different subject. So, um, I decided to be 100% totally open and honest with this woman I was dating, and she was like, okay. At first, I could tell that she was kind of taken back by the amount of movies I have, and ever since we started living together and we got married, that the movies that I own have actually become more. And we have our, differences. We have our issues, like every couple would, but you know, the love is there, and I know I don't say this as often to her as I should, because I do say it, but not as often and not in the way that she would like. Because even though we've been together for a number of years, it's still hard for me to, you know, be the way that I am and adapt to the way that she is because we're not the same people that we were when we started dating. Again, like my Goku example, you start off in a certain point, and then through the means of life and your interactions with people, it changes you, and you end up being a slightly different version of the person you were. So, some things we have problems, some things we overcome.
but I still genuinely do care for my wife, and that has given us our daughter, and I freaking love my daughter. Um, Not to get all choked up here, but maybe that's a good thing. I need the emotion, but I never thought. I always thought in my mind that I would die alone. It's something that when I was bullied, I accepted. I just thought it was gonna happen. That I was just gonna be bullied. Well, that I was bullied because that affected my self esteem, and I was like,
No one is ever going to accept me for me. No one. I'm never going to meet someone that will accept me just the way I am, and like me or love me. And I was sure that I would die alone. And but I met my now wife, and I have a beautiful daughter, and just seeing her lights up my life. My daughter is everything to me, and one of the things I always do when I wake up is that I don't know who everyone is entitled to their own religion. Personally, I believe in the big guy upstairs. So every day I thank him for another chance to be with my daughter, and now I ask him, I plead with him to please give me a chance to raise my son, because me and my wife and me are expecting a second child, and it's going to be a boy. So I have a daughter, and I'm going to have a boy. So in my wildest dreams, it's something that I thought I want. It's not. It's something that I wanted, but I never thought I would actually have, and now I have it, and it's
it's like now I know what I would lose if I die. Because if I die, I I would miss out on so much stuff. So first thing I do when I wake up is thank God for another day that I can spend with my daughter and see her grow up, and the asking for the opportunity to be able to see my son and grow up with him.
And that's you know, I when I was younger, I didn't believe in the idea of love because of the same thing, of all the issues that the bullying created within me. I didn't think love was real, but now it is. Now I believe 100% that love exists, and it's represented by my family, and I can't imagine life without them. So yeah. Oh, look at that! I found a sapphire ring. Love. It's a cheesy cliche in most movies that love conquers all, but love is an important force in the universe, and I am gonna put this here because my wedding ring represents the love I have for my family. So yeah, I got a little choked up there, but that's good. That's what brought the power rings, and it's what's gonna get me out of limbo. So, uh, willpower, love, almost out of here. Because it's getting kind of boring to be in limbo, and I miss my family. So, yeah, gotta get out of here.